Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah ma ba'd. The question is asking about the slime that you get from the trail, the slime of slugs and snails. Or even if you just held on to a slug and a snail, if you actually had one in your hand, the slime, the water of that insect, is it tahir or is it not tahir? There are three views from the scholars, and the majority of the ulama have said that it is tahir. It's the view of the Hanafis, the Malikiyah, and some of the Shafi'is and some of the Hanabila. That's the first view. The second view is that it is najis. But this is a view from the Shafi'iyah. But the Shafi'iyah have said, if it is born in something which is tahir, then that thing doesn't become najis. Okay? So if you find it in something which is tahir, it's born in that thing, because obviously these insects that come about in a particular way, then it doesn't become najis because of that thing. Okay, you can just basically remove that thing and the surrounding area, and then the rest of it is not najis. That's the second view. As for the third view, and this is a view which has been narrated by some of the Hanabila, is that if it came about from something which is tahir, then it is tahir, but if it came about from something which is najis, then it is najis. Right, what's the evidence for all of this? You find many ayat in the Quran and ahadith in the Sunnah which can be understood in one way or the other from these three views. But the majority have said that in order for something to be najis, then you need dalil for that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created everything on earth for us. Therefore the asl is that everything is tahir and it is pure. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, قُلْ لَا أَجِدُ فِي مَا أُوهِيَ إِلَيَّ مُحَرَّمًا. I do not find everything that is revealed to me from this wahi that is haram, ala ta'amin, which is from food and drink, يَطْعَمُهُ إِلَّا أَن يَكُونَ مَيْتًا, except that it is. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us a description of those things which is haram. Therefore, in this ayah we have the base ruling from the revelation is that from food and drink and things that we use on a daily basis, is that it is halal, إِلَّا أَن يَكُونَ مَيْتًا, unless it has been stipulated that this thing is not permissible. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, حُرِّمَتْ عَلَيْكُمْ الْمَيْتَةُ. What is not permissible for you is maytah. So now, the majority of the ulama have said that you would need dalil, otherwise animals, insects, these things are tahir, unless you've got evidence to say that it is not tahir. We also have a qiyas from the Hanafi madhab. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَخْرُجُ مِن بُطُونِهَا الشَّرَابُ مُخْتَلِفَ أَلْوَانُهُ فِيهِ شِفَاءٌ لِلنَّاسِ. This is talking about honey. Al-Jassas was a Hanafi scholar. He says that the asl, the honey that comes out from the belly of the bees, is tahir. In this now is proof to say that those things which come out from insects, as long as it is not blood, as long as we don't have any evidence for it to be najis, then the asl is that it is tahir. And for me, that seems to be the stronger opinion. There's further discussion from the other two opinions as well, but to keep it short, and this seems to be the stronger opinion, the correct one, is that it is tahir. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He grants us understanding of His religion. Wallahu a'lam wa sallallahu ala Muhammad.